What's good, my YouTube peoples? Make sure my shit is right. It's Route Biggie TV. Again, we about to react to some more information that came out for the Diddy case. You feel me? Because it seems like they got a verdict now. Happy 4th. You feel me? Happy 4th of July, everybody. Word. I got my red, white, and blue on. You feel me? Type shit. And we just gonna get right into it. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Gangster. Let's go. Alright, so first we're gonna react to this little news clip from ABC 7, courthouse footage, all that good stuff.
Outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Rena.
Yeah, Colleen and Mark, we have been here every single day. This trial lasted nearly 2 months. This was the 3rd day of deliberations, and just about an hour in, we got word that yes, there was a verdict. And you saw that sketch. Combs was overcome with emotion. He got down on the ground, kneeling in prayer as he learned that he had been acquitted on the most serious charges.
Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs found partially guilty in his federal criminal trial.
The jury finding him not guilty of the most serious charge, racketeering conspiracy, but finding him guilty of counts 3 and 5, transportation to engage in prostitution. Combs also found not guilty of sex.
Alright, so y'all see it right there. He got not guilty on the racketeering conspiracy, not guilty in the sex trafficking and fraud caution, and sorry for the sex trafficking by force, not guilty. But he got guilty for transportation to engage in prostitution and transportation to engage in prostitution. I don't really know what that means, but shit, I know he happy because shit, at least he got some hope,
Trafficking.
The prosecution calling 34 witnesses over the course of more than 6 weeks, including ex-girlfriends, former Combs employees, and rapper Kid Cudi. Prosecutors argued Combs and his associates used his business as a criminal enterprise to lure and traffic.
I really fuck with Kid Cudi too. I never really fucked with Cassie, not gonna lie, except for that one song she made. And y'all know what song I'm talking about.
His ex-girlfriends, Cassie Ventura, and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane. They both testified they felt forced into drug-fueled sex performances with male escorts that Combs referred to as freak-offs, hotel nights, or wild king nights. The jury seeing more than 1,000 exhibits, including photos of baby oil and lubricant, assault weapons, and drugs. This footage also at the heart of the case, showing Combs kicking and dragging Ventura in 2016 at the Intercontinental
The legendary footage of Cassie getting beat up.
Hotel in Los Angeles after she says she tried to leave a freak off. The defense argued the women were willing participants in fulfilling Combs' sexual desires and that all the encounters we heard about in this trial were consensual.
Ventura's lawyer releasing a statement saying in part, by coming forward with her experience, Cassie has left an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and the fight for justice.
No, she didn't, bro. She just got a bag for herself.
The judge said he will decide today whether or not Combs will get released. He's giving prosecutors and the defense until this afternoon to write letters arguing for and against his release.
Throughout the trial, Combs' family showing up almost every day in support. Rapper Kanye West, known as Ye, also coming to court one day.
Now, there will be a hearing at 5 p.m. Eastern inside the courtroom here where we'll learn if Combs will be released or not. Next up, he will face sentencing. He still faces up to 20 years in prison.
Okay, so y'all pretty much got that, right? Y'all pretty much got that, right? He got acquitted of serious charges. He still got some other not so serious charges pending. Here's another clip, CBS New York. Quick little clip of the drawing. In the pictures of the court, they're drawing reactions.
Huge crowds gathered. Combs' supporters celebrated with baby oil and cheers, but others called the verdict an injustice. Addie Guajardo has their reaction.
Press, spectators, and streamers packed in closely outside of court for hours, waiting for a final court ruling in the Diddy trial. Moments filled with support. Free pop! Free pop! Baby oil, a key piece in.
Oh, my fault. I thought this was like the drawing shit in court. You got people, getting Diddy outside. I don't know, man.
The trial and outrage.
It's an atrocity. It's a disgusting decision.
The jury acquitted Sean Diddy Combs of the most serious counts.
The charges were too excessive.
And found him guilty of 2 lesser charges for transportation to engage in prostitution. Cassie Ventura, Combs' former girlfriend, testified for 4 days about her rocky relationship with Combs and described in detail instances she says Combs physically abused her.
I was definitely hoping for him to be charged with the trafficking.
Ashley Potter says the jury ruling sent a
It's like I've seen that video so many times, but it hits different every time.
clear message to women across the country.
I think it stays the same, where we're expected to stay quiet or deal with it, because there's not really any justice.
But Katie Kessner, the executive director of Take Back the Night, disagrees.
I think despite...
All right, Katie, we don't really care what you think about. You got the last clip with Poetic Flacco, you feel me? I'm going to just skim through this. He got his little 2 cents about it. Check out Poetic Flacco's channel. I'll fuck with his content.
Stay in jail awaiting sentencing. It looks like Cassie's letter urging the court not to release Diddy. It looks like that works. It looks like the defense that Diddy used in court to essentially have him acquitted on 3 of the 5 charges, that same defense have came back to bite him when he's trying to be free or released on bond pending the sentencing. Diddy's entire defense from the very beginning was actually very strategic and effective. His defense attorneys walked into court and said, listen, Diddy is a bad boyfriend. He's a bad partner. He beat up these women. Yes, if this was a domestic violence case, Diddy would be guilty as charged, but it's not. Them doing so was able to effectively distinguish the difference between domestic violence, bad partner, and an interstate trafficker of women. And the jury ultimately decided Diddy is a bad person, Diddy is violent, Diddy beat up these women, but he didn't traffic them. Well, when the judge is looking at the defense conceding in court that Diddy beat up these women and he was a violent person, well, the judge is saying, even if the defendant was solely required to show that he is not a danger to the community, he could not meet that burden because prior to trial, the court denied bail because, he was a danger to the witnesses. And, he sees no reasons to reverse it now, especially, as he says right here, because the defense conceded in court that Diddy was violent. And he would also bring up the instances regarding Cassie at the hotel, but not just Cassie at the hotel. He brought up the instances regarding Jane Doe even after Diddy recognized that he was under federal investigation. The judge states his violence is depicted in the video of Cassie Ventura. The defense admitted this is a terrible moment. Domestic violence is the issue, is what she said. It wasn't only that. There was the London hotel incident. Yes, in London as well. Now, the judge would also say, now this is where you kind of got to look at Diddy.
All right, that being said, after all the verdict and all that good stuff, his bail was still denied, you feel me, because they still look at him as a threat to society, if this is correct. And it's from Inner City Press. And there's another incident that there's no footage of that we don't even know about. That's not the same incident that Casey got beat up in that video. It's a lot to take in, you feel me? Last little comments about it. Shit. It's like every time Diddy get a break, something else get added on to him. Word to bro. But hey, whatever, bro. That's the end of the reaction. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. And have a burger or something. It's 4th of July. Have a good day.